This is Kim Newlove, host of the Pharmacist Voice podcast. Thank you for joining me for episode 94. If you're new to the show, welcome. I alternate solo shows and interview shows. The solo shows are about my journey from pharmacist to voice actor, and the interview shows feature a variety of people who use their voices to advocate, educate, or entertain. My website is thepharmacistvoice.com. Every 2 years, I renew my Ohio Pharmacist license. This year is one of those years. If you're a pharmacist listening to this, you feel my pain. In Ohio, we need 40 hours of continuing education, CE, every 2 years in order to renew. Of that 40 hours, 2 hours need to be on the topic of medication errors or patient safety, and 2 hours need to be law. Only ACPE courses and CE from approved in-state providers are accepted. The CE can be live, home study, or webinar. I'll put a link in the show notes if you're interested in the specifics. I love to learn, and I usually earn more CE than I need by attending live meetings and doing the CE in the letter from my Pharmacist Letter subscription. As I record this in April 2021, I have not met my CE requirements yet. Why? The pandemic has disrupted the way I earn CE. How? Well, 2 reasons. One, I missed out on more than 20 hours of CE in 2020 because I didn't attend the annual or mid-year meetings of the Ohio Pharmacists Association, OPA. The annual meeting was virtual, and I declined that opportunity. The mid-year meeting was in person, and I just didn't feel comfortable going. And 2, I didn't do any of my Pharmacist Letter monthly CE. I usually read Pharmacist Letter at the gym while I work out on an elliptical machine. Then I take the quiz for the CE credit. Guess who hasn't been on an elliptical since March 2020? This girl. In total, I missed out on 32 hours of CE in 2020. I have 12 out of 40 hours completed so far in this reporting cycle. I really need CE this year. There's a lot at stake. I need to keep my pharmacist license current, and the CE needs to be done by September 2021. I want everything done by mid-June. Cutting it close is not my thing. What's my new plan? Well, if I need 40 hours and I already have 12, I still need 28 hours of approved CE. I'm happy to say that I already have 2 hours of law and 1 hour of patient safety CE. Where can a busy lady like me get 28 hours of CE, including 1 hour of patient safety CE? The answer is the OPA Virtual Conference. What's OPA? It's the Ohio Pharmacists Association, OPA. Ohio has a great pharmacist association with hundreds of active pharmacists and students, well-attended annual and mid-year meetings, and great CE opportunities. The trade show is excellent, too. Great vendors, great speakers, great CE topics, and great networking opportunities. I'll put a link to OPA in the show notes. I'm happy to say that the OPA virtual conference is going very well. I have access to more than 40 hours of continuing pharmacy education on demand from April 16th until June 16th, 2021. It's perfect for what I need. So far, I completed 12 programs and earned 17 hours of CE. How does it work? Well, I just listen to or watch webinars, which are either 60 or 90 minutes long. I take a quiz, complete an evaluation, and earn my CE. Plus, more than half the time that I'm listening and watching the webinars, I am also cooking, cleaning, doing dishes, or folding laundry. Hey, I'm a busy mom. I gotta do what I gotta do. The speakers and topics are great, and it's super convenient. I would definitely do this again. Some of the topics I learned about first were how pharmacists are helping victims of domestic violence during the pandemic, as well as other topics like telepharmacy, cardiology, pharmacogenomics, harm reduction, and functional medicine. I'm confident that I will be able to complete my 40 hours of CE. When the Board of Pharmacy sends my renewal notice in July, I'll be ready. Maintaining my pharmacist license is important to me. I don't know that I will ever go back to clinical practice, but I like to have options. If you're new to the show, let me explain. I can't work a traditional pharmacist job because I am truly needed at home. My older son is 18 and has autism. I am his primary caregiver and legal guardian. I'm not sure how much longer he'll be allowed to stay in school. The caregiver shortage in Ohio is significant, and the pandemic is not helping. Reliable and affordable, skilled care for a low-functioning adult with a specific intellectual disability can be really hard to find. I can only work while he's at school or with a caregiver, and I can only do housework when he's not around because he needs my full attention. I'm not trying to be a downer. If I don't talk about my struggles, you won't know that I have them. In my humble opinion, being transparent is healthy. With my challenges in mind, I will continue to work on my voiceover business for as long as I can. Someday, I may be unable to work either as a pharmacist or as a voice actor. So I'm just going to kick the can down the road, so to speak, for as long as I can and enjoy it. In spite of my challenges, I have a lot of opportunities. I don't know if anyone else has the same circumstances that I do. I have been a licensed pharmacist for 20 years. I have 0 student loan debt. It was paid off years ago. My husband and I own our own home, and we live off of one income, my husband's income. I'm the primary caregiver for our 2 teenage children, and I have the mental space and financial freedom to pursue my voiceover business. I am blessed, and I know it. We all have struggles and challenges, and everyone's different. I'm no better or worse than anyone else. I'm just different. Disruption can be a good thing. I guess you could say that my son with autism disrupted my professional life. The silver lining is that I get to volunteer in my community and try a career in voiceover instead of working a traditional pharmacist job. Instead of being a victim of my circumstances, I choose to do other things. I try to think ability first. I choose to do what I can. Maybe there's something in your life that's been disrupted, and you've found a way to deal with it. Congratulations! If not, keep looking. Maybe you are also an entrepreneur and you found a way to disrupt something and profit from it. Disruption isn't always a bad thing. It all depends on how you look at it. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Disruption can be a good thing. Thank you for joining me for episode 94 of the Pharmacist Voice podcast. Visit thepharmacistvoice.com to subscribe and read the show notes.